Seth Jacobs, and this is Slack Hollow Farm. We've been here almost 25 years, and we're in eastern New York in Washington County, and we grow mixed vegetables at about a scale of about 15 acres. We're doing the spinach because it's so incredibly winter hardy. There's no low temperature that will kill it that we've seen. This is a very low-tech greenhouse. There's no supplemental heat. There's not even any air circulation. No fans. So, but and if it's 20 below out, it's probably at least 15 below inside. But the spinach will freeze up. But when it thaws out, it looks fine, as you can see here. It was frozen when we came in this morning, and we've had 11 degrees already here. Well, this house is used for tomatoes in the spring. Some early greens, and then tomatoes for the early spring, and a long summer crop. And then the tomatoes come out in roughly the end of September, and we try and get the spinach planted by the 1st of October, and a few days either side the 1st of October. This was planted one side about September 27th, and the other side maybe October 4th. And we get multiple cuttings. We're just starting to cut on this side, and usually we get 3 cuttings before the season's over at the end of March. We'd been growing spinach for 3 or 4 years, and had been doing so well with it that a lot of other growers started doing it as well. And even though our farmers market was expanding, we found there was a lot of competition. We're also adding a full-time employee, and we're looking for a way to provide her with a living in the wintertime. And so when we went to build another house, we put up a larger house. It's 30 feet wide instead of 21. When we built the new house, we had some different goals in mind, one of which was we wanted it more automated. We didn't want to have to run back and roll up the sides. So we put in automatic roll-ups, and for that we used a heavy 25-year fabric, both for the end walls and for the roll-ups. And they're on a thermostat, and you can control them. It's a multi-dimensional thermostat. You can control the rate of roll-up and the interval between temperature sensings and so on. It also has large gable end vents, which are also automatic. There's times where we have trouble harvesting in here if the greenhouse is frozen up, and sometimes you can get 2 or 3 inches of frozen ground in here, even with a row cover. And at that point, until it thaws out, you can't harvest the spinach because it's quite wilted and really doesn't look like anything of value at all. But so in our upper house, we decided to add an underground heating system, kind of a radiant floor heating system, and we used the standard radiant floor technology that's popular in the house construction trades now. And we buried pipes 18 inches under, a foot apart. And what we're hoping to do is, with a minimal expense in fuel, just keep the soil from freezing. Maybe try and run it about 38 degrees, 36 degrees. Just keep it from freezing, so that we can harvest all the time, and we can grow things there's a lot of greens that will take 20 degrees but no lower. And so we wanted to add a different mix and have spinach as well as another mix at the markets. The mesclun mix we hope to grow in addition to the spinach is pretty much whatever will grow in the winter. So it's a mix of ingredients from our different summer mixes, but it doesn't include lettuce, which probably won't make it through the winter. So it's our mizuna, the kales, the mustards. We're trying chard, red chard, golden chard, red beets, green leaf beets, and we're also trying arugula for separate bunched arugula, and growing bok choy as well. This house is compared to the new house is very inexpensive. Probably went up for a total cost of maybe $6,000 to $8,000. The upper house is a real substantial investment for us. It's about $25,000 with the heating system. Over the course of a winter, we'll expect to harvest from this house about somewhere between 1,000, 1,500 pounds of spinach, wholesaling it if we need to, but primarily retailing it. Our prices run pretty steady at $10 a pound now. We started out a few years ago selling for $7 a pound. It's up to 10. Some of the growers are charging 12. The marketing opportunities are what really got us into this. The local farmers markets started doing winter markets, and that opened up a lot of income potential. And we had a great location for an indoor site with a lot of natural light for winter marketing, and we started a farmers market there about 4 years ago, and it's been very steady growth. It's been very successful, and it opens up a lot of opportunities for growers that didn't exist before. We intend to keep planting and be selling right through April when the markets go back outdoors in May. So that'll enable us to hang on to our customers better. We won't have to regain our market share when we start up again in the spring. The winter markets are a real opportunity to take your business in different directions. With hiring a full-time employee, we can market in the winter, but we don't have to be here ourselves. Our farm manager can handle the winter markets just as easily as we can. So we can travel in the winter. We can also think about scaling back in the summer or taking time off in the summer and earning more of our income in the winter. And I know several other growers are looking at it that way.